Hello, it's Mr. Werner. Just want to bring you up to speed with the project that your students should be bringing home soon. The project is a Google Slides presentation on the first article. The students won't be presenting the presentation, but instead they'll just be making the slide presentation on Google Slides. I want to go through the project with you so that you can have an idea of what my expectations are. Your student should have brought home a planning paper that also includes the rubric on the back of it. Just want to go over that rubric and a few of the project details, as well as show you how to do some of the things that are mentioned on that piece of paper. One of the bigger things that's included is making sure that personal photos are included. Google Slides does a really great implementation of personal photos. You can see some here. In order to add those photos, the best thing to do is to just have photos that you put into your Google account. You can insert them here, go to image, and you can actually just take them from your photos and get them right into the presentation very simply. So that's how you go about doing that. Their presentations need to have at least 5 of those personal pictures. They can include other pictures that aren't personal, but they need at least 5 that they themselves have taken. The next thing that I'm asking them is to include 3 relevant Bible passages. A great resource to find these Bible passages is the Faith Foundation's workbook. That's the workbook that we use almost every day in class. If you look through the first 10 lessons, there are all kinds of examples of Bible passages that apply to the first article. And that's what this project is all about. It's so that the students can demonstrate a personal understanding of God the Father. The first 10 lessons that we have worked our way through this school year are all focused on this topic. The next thing that I'm asking the students to do is to embed at least one video. Again, Google Slides does a fantastic job of this. In order to do that, you just click Insert, go to Video, and then you can search up any video on YouTube. I'm searching for Come Thou Fount of Every Blessing, which is a song that I really like. There it is. So I can click on that, I can select it, and it's going to go right in here. Another really cool thing that you can do is if you don't want to play all 3 minutes and 56 seconds of the video, you can choose a start and a stop time just by going to Format Options. So again, students need at least one embedded video. They could have more than one if they would like. The next thing is that all the slides need to have transitions on them. A slide transition, you go to Slides, you click on Transitions, and then you can choose from any of these options what kind of transition they want. And you can even adjust the speed at which those transitions take place. And then you can simply go and click Apply to All Slides. It's super simple. You could have different transitions on each slide, but you can also just have the same one on every single slide. I'm also asking the students to animate at least 3 or at least 5 objects in the presentation. To do that, you click on an object, which could be a video, it could be a picture, it could be a line of text. You click there, and then the next thing that you'll do is you'll click on Add Animation. And then again, you have options, fade in, zoom out. We'll try that one out. So now that's added, it's been animated. They need to have at least 5 of those. And to find that animation, you can click on it, click on the image, right click on it, and then click on Animate is probably the easiest way to get there. The next thing that I'm asking the students to do is to include at least 3 explanations for their slides. This is the portion of the project that has the most points attached to it. And for these explanations, they need to be at least 2 to 3 sentences long, and they're explaining what's going on with the slide. In my presentation, one of the ones that needs the most explanation is this particular slide. So to add explanations, I just go down here and click on Speaker Notes. What's really cool about this is you can type them, but if you don't want to type them, you can actually just speak the words, which is kind of cool. And in order to do that, you can, let's see if we can figure out, insert, and then go to, maybe it's format, tools, go to tools, and then voice speaker notes, and you can just speak those notes. So I can tell you about this slide. In this slide, I took note of an amazing example of God's power, and that animal is the ostrich. The ostrich is amazing because it's a bird that doesn't fly, but yet it can run super fast. In the book of Job, God talks about this unique creature, and he makes us laugh a little bit by talking about how it's not very graceful, but yet it can run faster than many other things in God's creation. Really neat to be able to just speak the words and have them come up. Google does an awesome job of just being able to speak. What this allows me to do is to understand a particular slide that the students placed into their presentation. Another one that I might do this for, just to show you again, is this one. The Bible passage that I chose, he makes grass grow for the cattle and plants for people to cultivate, bringing forth food from the earth. I have 3 photos there of things that I've recently eaten. And again, I can type them, and I could type up something like, God provides food in many amazing ways. And then I can also speak. And again, that speaking option is found under Tools, and then you go to Voice Type Speaker Notes, and you just click to speak, and you can dictate what it says. Those are all of the more difficult things to do with the presentation. Again, your child should bring home a Catechism project sheet. It's also online, so you can take a look there, and the rubric is also included. Hopefully this is helpful. If you do have any other questions, you can email, text, or call me, and I will answer those questions. The one big thing to note is that these are due on October 27th, which is a Tuesday. The other thing to note is that we will not be having take-home Bible studies or memory work during this time. The reason that we're not having those is to allow students the time to finish up this project. Thanks, and blessings on working through this with your child.